Dear students, I am Dr. Sasikant Tamrakar from Bharati College of Engineering and Technology. I am teaching fluid machinery in BE 5th semester. We will solve one numerical. A Pelton wheel is revolving at a speed of 190 rpm and develops 5150.25 kilowatt when working under a head of 220 meter with an overall efficiency of 80%. Determine unit speed, unit discharge and unit power. The speed ratio for the turbine is given as 0.47. Find the speed, discharge and power when this turbine is working under a head of 140 meter. Here the data given are N1 is the speed 190 rpm, 190 rpm. Power P1 is given 50.25 kilowatt. Head H1 is given 220 meter, 220 meter. Overall efficiency eta overall is given 80%. That 80% is 0.8. Speed ratio is given 0.47. New head of water is 140 meter. Overall efficiency is given as P1 by rho G Q H by 1000. Now this is 0.8 equal to P1 50.25 by rho is 1000 for water, G is 9.81, Q we have to find out, and head is H1 is 220 meter, this divided by 1000, cancelling these both two, we'll find the value of Q. This is written as Q1 as 2.983 meter cube per second is the value Q1. Now unit speed NU, unit speed is equal to N1 by root H1. These are the formula for unit speed. N1 by root H1 equal to 190 by root of 220. So this unit speed comes 12 point NU equal to 12.81 rpm for this type of turbine. Now unit discharge QU equal to Q1 by root H1, that is 2.983 by root of 220 So this Q unit comes 0.201 meter cube per second. Next, unit power PU, unit power is equal to P1 by H1 to the power 3 by 2. This is 50.25 by 220 to the power 3 by 2. So this unit power comes 1.578 kilowatt. When the turbine is working under a new head of 140 meter, the speed, discharge and power are given. For speed, this is N1 by root H1 equal to N2 by root H2. So putting the values here, N2 equal to N1 root H2 by root H1. Putting the values here, this is 190 square root 140 by 220. So the value of N2 comes 151.56 RPM. RPM is the value of N2 comes here. And similarly, discharge Q1 by root H1 equal to Q2 by root H2. So Q2 equal to Q1 root H2, Q1 root H2 by root H1. Putting the values here, 2.983 into root 140 by 220. So the value of Q2 comes 2.379 meter cube, 2.379 meter cube per second. Here PU for power, P1 by H1 to the power 3 by 2 equal to P2 by H1 3 by 2. So P2 equal to P1 H2 3 by 2 by H1 to the power 3 by 2. Putting the values here, power is 50.25 and H is 140 by 220 to the power 3 by 2. So here the power comes 2614.48 kilowatt. So similarly we have to solve more and more questions for the confidence, and it is better if you solve the questions from the question paper also. Next is characteristic curve of the hydraulic turbines. Characteristic curves of a hydraulic turbine are the curve with the help of which the exact behavior and performance of turbine under different working conditions can be known. These curves are plotted from the result of the test performed on the turbine under different working conditions. The important parameters which are varied during a test on a turbine are: first, speed can be varied; second, head can be varied; third, discharge can be varied; fourth, power developed can be varied; fifth, overall efficiency can be varied; and sixth, gate opening can be varied. Out of the above 6 parameters, 3 parameters, namely speed, head and discharge, these 3 are independent parameters. They are not dependent on any other. Out of the 3 independent parameters, 1 parameter is kept constant, say H. If we take H as head as constant, and variation of other 4 parameters with respect to any one of the remaining 2 independent variables, C, N and Q, are plotted and various curves are obtained. These curves are called characteristic curves. The following are the important characteristic curves of the turbine. First is main characteristic curve, or this is also called constant head curve. Second, operating characteristic curve. This is also called constant speed curve. Third is Mescal curve or constant efficiency curve. Main characteristic curves are constant head curve here. These are the main characteristic curve of Pelton wheel. Here in all these curves, in x-axis unit speed has been taken and everywhere h is constant. Here this curve is with the unit discharge QU. This is for the full gate opening condition. This is 3/4 gate opening, half gate opening and 1/4 gate opening. When we draw the curve with the unit power PU, this curve goes like this for full gate opening, this is for 3/4 gate opening, and this is for half gate opening, this is 1/4 gate opening. And when we are drawing the curve for unit speed and overall efficiency, in full gate opening, this overall efficiency is maximum 3/4, it is reduces half the gate opening, the efficiency further reduces, and in the 1/4 gate opening, this is minimum. These are the main characteristic curves of the Pelton wheel. The speed of the turbine is varied by changing load on the turbine. For each value of speed, the corresponding value of P and discharge are obtained. Then the overall efficiency NO eta O for each value of speed is calculated. For these readings, the value of unit speed NU, unit power PU and unit discharge QU are determined. Taking NU as epsica and the values of PU, QU, P and eta overall are plotted as shown here. By changing the gate opening, QU, PU and efficiency overall and NU are determined, and taking NU as epsica, the value of QU, PU and eta overall are plotted here. Next is the operating characteristic curve or constant speed curve. This is the main characteristic curve for reaction turbine. In reaction turbine, two types of turbines have been taken, Kaplan turbine and Francis turbine. Here H is constant. This is for unit speed taken in X direction, unit discharge in Y direction. For full gate opening, this goes like that: 3/4 gate opening, half gate opening and 1/4 gate opening. Similarly, this unit speed with unit power, this graph have been drawn. Here full gate opening is maximum, then 3/4, then half and 1/4 gate opening, the unit power is minimum. Similarly, the Francis turbine, the curves are like this. Here also H is constant with unit speed, unit discharge. Here for full gate opening, the discharge reduces. For 3/4 gate opening, then for half gate opening, and this is minimum for 1/4 gate opening. And overall efficiency also of this Francis turbine, for full gate opening, this overall efficiency is maximum, then it reduces for 3/4, again reduces for half gate opening and minimum for 1/4 gate opening. So these types of characteristics curve are drawn for different types of turbines, and the turbines are compared with this, and the characteristics have been studied by taking one thing as common. Here head is taken as common in all the conditions, and unit speed is taken in x-axis, and in y-axis the different factors are considered. Okay, so on next classes we will read our next topics. Thank you.